Welcome! Today we are inside of Luminar AI. We are going to do some kind of event pictures from back when I was an event photographer. So just come along! Hello and welcome to my channel, where I do guides for post-processing applications and for general photography tips. Today we are going to process a few of those images you can see here. We're going to try some of the templates and we're just gonna see where we end up. So I don't have any plans for any of those pictures, so we're just gonna see what we can do. Let's just start. I think I'm going to start with Kirk King of Slayer. So if you're a metalhead, you're going to enjoy this video. If you like the video, hit that like button, and I'll be really happy if you'll subscribe if you like my content, that is. Anyway, let's just start with this picture. This picture is a JPEG, but that doesn't really matter. Not much, at least. The shadows are pretty okay. The colors are fairly okay. This was shot in 2014 and was delivered to a customer back then. So that's the reason why there's a watermark. So just ignore that watermark. We're heading directly into templates and it's suggesting influencer. So of course we can go and try out that. Okay, so that's a really, I guess that's actually a nice black and white. I like it. Maybe it could be a bit sharper. Let's just continue here. I didn't like that. I really don't like that. Yeah, that's not too bad actually. I kind of like that. So let's see, that's the before and that's the after. Yeah, so with some work that probably could have worked out, but we're going to skip that. I don't like that. And no, I don't like that. Let's see if we go to portraits here and we are going to try the experimental. Let's start at the bottom, feather light. You know, I actually I kind of like that. Yeah, it's not bad. This one, I think I'm gonna go for that. Just gonna check the others here. So that's no, I don't like it. Or actually I do. I can't make up my mind. That's actually kind of cool. That's really cool actually. I think we are going to try this and I'm going to bookmark that template. And of course, if we don't like the intensity, we can always go down and slowly go up till we find a place where we are happy. So yeah, that's all the way. Let's go into the edit. And the one thing about concerts and photography, it's really hard because there's so much lighting going on the stage, and the stages are really dark, and you don't want to have too high ISO, and you do want to have a really quick exposure so you can lock the whatever dude you're taking pictures of, because they do move a lot. And especially metalheads, they kind of do their own headbanging thing. So yeah, I'm going up on the shadows here. And let's do some enhance. It's a bit too contrasty, I think. Let's just go down on the contrast. Yeah, to something like that maybe. And what's going on inside the details. So it made it softer. I kind of want to make it more detailed actually. So let's go up on the small and medium, and we are going to quickly mask out that effect on the background. Let's go up in the radius, and I'm just going to do this quickly so it's not going to be perfect. But I don't want to enhance any details from the background because that will just make it kind of noisy, in my opinion. I like that there are some kind of bokeh effect on the background. But I might bleed into Kirk King here. Don't know if I said it, but Kirk King is the guitar player of Slayer. I kind of enjoyed being a photographer at that concert, but when you're working as an event photographer, you kind of miss whatever's happening because you're so busy with that camera and the compositions and everything. So your brain is working really hard. But yeah. So if you're a concert or event photographer, please drop a comment and tell me about what you're doing, what kind of pictures you're doing. That would be really interesting, actually. Anyway, let's go up on the small details just a bit there. I just want Mr. Kirk King a bit sharper and some on the medium details. I think I'm going down on the large details, actually. Yeah, I think something like that. That's something I say a lot. Something like that. Can't help it. We could try the dehaze. It will probably make the background a bit more contrasty. Yeah, but it also makes Kirk King more contrasty. So, nope. Maybe actually just a bit there. Something like that, maybe. We could try for fun the golden hour, but that's gonna make Mr. Kirk King pretty yellow. And I don't want that. As you can see, there's a lot of magenta going on, so maybe we can go back into light and see if we can actually decrease that magenta. So just carefully go a bit over to the greens. Let's do it pretty accessibly. And let's go up. Yeah, no. And let's go into the color. I want to see what's going on there. It's probably doing something in the HSL, or is it not? Let's see, saturation. Yeah, it's dropping the reds. We could actually drop the red just a bit more. At least on his face. Maybe we should just quickly mask him in and drop the reds on his face, and maybe, yeah, not too much. I want to have like 50 opacity or something. And I'm just gonna quickly mask around his face and his arms. But I don't want to do too much on the t-shirt, just his face and his arm. And maybe, I'm not sure it's going to work all that well, actually. Let's drop the orange as well. And the yellows. And let's try luminance. I don't think it's going to work all that well, but we can try. Yeah, maybe something like that. And some on the orange. And maybe some on the yellows. Yeah, I don't really know. So this is without the HSL, and this is with the HSL. I'm sorry, I'm used to calling this HSL, but in Luminar it's called the color module. So we've done the details, we've done some landscape. Let's do some more enhance. Going up quite a bit there to something like that. And let's go into the creative module, and we're going to have a look at mood. Of course, there's a lot here, so yeah, that helped disabling that lot from that template. We could always try with some, no, never mind, thinking maybe creating some effect from over here, but no. Or should we? We're going to try. So just to get some kind of a highlight effect on him going from over here, just for fun. There are some, yeah, something like that. And let's go down on the amount just a bit there. Yeah, that kind of, it highlights this effect that was already there. And I think in some weird way it kind of works. So yeah. Mystical is a really nice effect, but I don't think it works all that well on this picture, but we can try. Yeah, no, it makes him all too soft. Some glow might help on, yeah, it creates more light around him, and I kind of like it actually. Let's go into the Pro module, and let's go to super contrast. And I think I'm going to try and increase the contrast in the midtones. And to something like this. And I'm going to paint that out of Mr. Kirk King. So let's go and do that. And I need to decrease the size to something like that. I'm just gonna do a quick job again. I'm not going to be too thorough. Just want to do it quickly so we can do a couple of other pictures as well. It's okay. I don't know. Let's do some highlight contrast as well. I don't think that did a lot, to be honest. I really don't want anything, all that effect on him. So I'm just going to paint out some more. Let's see. This is without. Yeah, it's okay. It makes it a bit more contrasty in the background, and I kind of like it. Color harmony, color contrast. So let's copy that super contrast mask. So I'm going into the super contrast and I'm clicking copy. And we're going into the color harmony, excuse me. And we are going to paste that mask in. And let's go up a bit, and that's totally crazy. This is because it's a JPEG file, I think. So yeah, let's skip that altogether. Let's go into the portrait module and let's see if it finds his face. Let's do some face light. And I think maybe that's okay. The skin, let's try and remove some of the highlights from the skin. Okay, so I'm actually not too happy about this image after all. So that's where we started, and that's where we are right now. I think we need some more details actually. Just gonna disable that glow. Some more details and some more contrast, or at least blacks. So I'm going into the light module and I'm just gonna drop the blacks a bit here, just to make him stand out more. And let's go up on the smart contrast just a little bit. And that actually helped. Okay, so the details. Let's go in and do some sharpening. Let's try the composition AI and just see what it recommends. It didn't recommend any change. There we are. Yeah, and I kind of agree about that. I'm just gonna position him a bit better. So he's like in the thirds there. So that's okay. Yeah, and let's do a vignette. And I want to go down and into the advanced settings, and I just want to remove the feather for now and go down even more. By removing the feather, I can see the base mask, and I need some more roundness. Thinking maybe something like that. And now I can go up on the feather again. And let's do some inner light as well. Let's try that. Yeah, I think it's okay. Let's see. That's the before, and this is the after. I think it's more life in this image than the before, to be honest. Let's check the split view. Yeah. I totally think it works. Maybe some more blacks. Maybe. So let's go into the lights and just do slightly more blacks. There we are. That's it. Yeah, totally. I actually like it. I think there's a bit too much highlights on his skin, so maybe we should just try some shine removal. Yeah, that did a good job. Okay, so that's this picture. Let's go back to the catalog and let's do him. That's also from Slayer. I think it's Jeff Hanneman. Let's go for templates and let's go out all the way to see what it suggests. So influencer again. I didn't particularly like anything inside the influencer. So oops. So I think we're going to go for Essence. I've never tried anything from Essence before, so let's just try. Oh, that's a bit flat. Oh, so it's brought out some more colors. Yeah, kind of like it. I didn't like that one. No, nothing from this template. Let's just check the monochrome. So that's a bit flat, but with more contrast that could work actually. This is also kind of cool. So I don't like grain. I can't help it. I know it's a big thing in portrait photography, but I just don't like it. I don't know why. I'm thinking maybe we should stick with low key. Let's go in and edit this one. Let's go onto the essentials, into the lights, and I'm actually going to up the contrast even more, but I'm also going to drop in some more shadows, or shadow reduction. And I think we're gonna actually paint some highlights in on him. So we're not going to spend too much time inside our hair. Let's just try the accent AI. That kind of works. Black and white, we can try the different sliders there. So if we go for saturation, we could, I don't know, I want to drop in some yellow. Something tells me that that could look good. So it's just too much, but I'm going to crop away that yellow on the top, I think. So something like that, and just slight on the reds there. I don't want it to be obvious that there are red colors there. So I'm doing this really carefully. Yeah, I think that works actually. We could also go to luminance and maybe bring up the yellow. to around there, and maybe the cyan. So to something like this maybe, and drop the blue. Yeah, that pulls in this kind of whatever it is. I like that. And the magenta, let's drop that down or up. Yeah, there's not too much magenta there. For the details, I kind of want some small details and medium details. And let's leave the large details where it is. And we are going to sharpen just a bit there. And let's check. This is without details. Yeah, that brings in his beard. And I kind of like that. So let's just go up a bit more on small details. There we are. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, let's do the golden hour just to see what happens. That kind of brightens up things. But then I think I'm going into black and white, and I'm going to reduce the yellow saturation there. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go into the creative, and there's actually not too much I'm going to do inside here, but I'm going to try just a bit glow. Just tiny amount there. Let's go into the Pro, and let's try the highlight contrast again. I guess that works. Let's try the shadow contrast. That should pull in things in the background maybe. I don't see any difference. Yeah, it kind of does. Let's try some more. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go for color harmony and the color contrast. Whoa. Yeah, to around there. Maybe down to 4 or 5 or something. Okay, so we are going to try with some dodge here. So we are going to try and lighten, but I don't want too much strength. And I'm just going to lighten this part that's already light, but let's go down on the strength just a bit there. And let's lighten up here and up to here. And some on the guitar. Just want to give the feeling that there are some light shining up him here. Let's check without, and this is with. It's a bit too much there. So I'm going to erase just something like that maybe. Let's go into the mask or local masking. We're just going to drop maybe some temp on him there. So basic, and I'm going to just go up a bit. Maybe go up just a bit on the structure. No, shadow, I mean. Yeah, something like that. And let's paint that in. Okay, and let's add another one, and let's do some dodging just to bring out some more contrast. So, or burning. So something like that. And drop the exposure just a bit there. And I'm dropping the softness, no, not the softness, the opacity, and up with the radius just a bit. And I'm just going to do some weird stuff over here, just to try and see if we can actually make it more contrasty, especially around the highlights. So over here, over here. Okay, so I think that does it for this picture. Let's just check the before and after. So that's where we started. It's kind of cool as it is, but this is where we ended up, and I kind of like it actually. I think his arms are extremely black, but they were already pretty black just because there was no light on him. The only light source on him was from on top there and dropping down. So that's why you see a lot of highlights in his beard. We could actually try and drop the highlights just slightly more and maybe up the shadows just carefully there. And let's check the before and after. And yeah, so it makes a good transformation in my view. If you like this video, please hit that like button. If you want to watch more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button and the bell. And thanks a lot for watching, and I hope to see you again.